All right.
Okay. So, what do we have this week? We had
Wiz Khalifa, Westside Gunn, Dave Blunt's, MexicanOT, Superheaven, and PinkPantherss.
Let's just start with Dave Blunt's because he's...
That is a fucking fat fucking 0.
I gave it a 2.
0.
I said it's a good joke album.
No.
Because it's funny. I was laughing.
No.
That means I was laughing, so
No.
it was funny.
It was not funny.
It was funny.
It was fucking horrible.
It was funny.
What do you mean?
It was funny.
To who?
It was funny because it was like...
Who the fuck? Oh, yeah. Also, every single song started with yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Every single song. I counted.
Yeah.
Who the fuck
Dude,
is Solar and Isabella? Who the fuck is that?
Tell me why he sounded like trippy on some of these songs. And I was like, oh no.
That's disrespectful.
It was. I was like, oh no.
Not even.
Yeah, there's nothing to say about that one, to be honest. It's Dave Blunt's. Who gives a shit?
Fucking. Who are the people he was mentioning?
I don't know. I have no idea who they are. I don't know what they do, what they mean, what they are. So.
They sounded like e-girl names.
Maybe a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know.
Whatever. Skip that album.
Westside Gunn. Let's do Westside Gunn. This. What is this? What is the Westside Gunn EP? What is that? It was like 2 songs were like instrumentals, pretty much.
Yeah.
The rest were like, oh, okay. Like I don't get it. What was the point of it?
I don't know. I honestly don't know the point of it.
I gave it a 53.
I gave it a 55.
Okay, that's pretty close.
It was inoffensive.
Like,
it was decent to listen to, but like
the production was good. It was a Westside Gunn song,
Yeah.
so it was good. But it was just what are we doing here?
Basically, yeah.
Wiz Khalifa, you can go ahead and talk about it. Mine, I probably would have gave it like a. Go ahead and talk about it. I'll think about my rating.
Let's find. Yeah, this album. There was no substance to this album, not whatsoever. I couldn't find anything.
There's
worth...
Kush around the world. What do you mean, Kush all around the world?
You let me talk, or are you gonna fucking talk? Huh? No, I fucking hated this album. This album would have gotten a 0.
Whoa.
But it's a 5.
No way. That low for you? That's crazy.
It was 23 songs. Every song sounded like the production was pretty much the same.
Yeah.
The flows were they got copied and pasted like most times. They were so boring from every fucking.
I'd probably give it, yeah. I mean, I could see that. I could definitely see why you don't like it. It's the same thing over and over.
It was so boring. And it didn't need to be 23 songs. What the fuck? If it was 10 songs of the same thing, fine. 15 songs of the same thing, little less fine, but whatever.
So this wasn't better than Will Smith?
Huh?
This wasn't better than Will Smith?
No, it was not better than Will Smith. Will Smith was funny bad. Was funny dog shit.
Okay.
This was just dog shit for dog shit's sake, I guess. I hated it so much.
I didn't hate it. I just thought it was... I didn't finish it also, but I didn't have the longevity like you did. Like, you weren't just sitting there for 23 songs.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why I don't hate it as much. But I just feel like it was maybe a 36, probably something around there. It has quality off of it. It has really good songs off of it, but I'm just not gotta go back to that, Nothing crazy to go back to, in my opinion. But it was.
Yeah, there's nothing there. There's nothing crazy to go back to because there's nothing there.
Yeah, I guess you're right. MexicanOT.
Is this a mixtape?
Yeah, it is.
God, how is this a 68? How are people actually rating this high?
Because they like the OG one. The OG one's decent.
This is not the OG one though.
Yeah, I guess so. MexicanOT. I go first. 67 for me. I'll tell you why. I was this is when I had just got my car. I was doing a car wash and I was just playing the album and I was like, you know what? It's I could see why people listen to him on the drive. If you're just driving. Because it doesn't sound bad when you're driving just from place to place because you're you're just catching a flow, you're just catching him beepity,
Yeah.
You just catch him in that flow. So it's not bad. If I was really looking into it, I was just sitting there like this and I was just sure, it might be a little lower. But I think it's the way I consumed it. It made it higher. So I gave it a 67.
Okay.
It wasn't necessarily bad. I just don't think.
Okay, all right.
It wasn't better than his last project, I think. His last project was actually pretty good. I liked it.
I like the MexicanOT on here.
I do too.
Most of his shit on here. It was super good. But I did not like Sauce Walker, and I absolutely despised every single feature on here. There was one feature on here I especially despised because the production was alright. It was nothing special. There was one that was really good. It featured a Hall & Oates song.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh. Please tell me someone good is going to be on here. Actually, you know who could have been gone on there? Big X the Plug and MexicanOT on that fucking beat would have been crazy. I would have loved that. But no. That song was absolutely rude, and I got so mad. I got so mad, and I rated it a 32.
Dang, what? That's way too low.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, because MexicanOT is the only good thing about this album.
Wait, so that's the highest you have so far, right? No, Westside Gunn, but...
Westside Gunn was a 50. It's because it offenses, But, like, there were some things I just didn't like about it.
Wow, that's really low.
Yeah, I know. Damn,
that's kind of hard to get. Alright, Superheaven, self-titled. I feel like you hated it, but me, I feel like... Here's my thing, right? It was, again, I feel like it was kind of the Westside Gunn thing. Or it was inoffensive, didn't really do much. The lyrics weren't great, don't get me wrong, but like the actual like instruments they used and how they made the songs didn't sound terrible.
No, they didn't sound terrible.
So I gave it a 65.
But there was nothing that stood out.
I still enjoyed it, but it was just like nothing. There was like maybe one or two songs I was like, ooh, that was good. But then after that, I heard like 3 or 4 more songs, and it was similar, but it wasn't the same. And I was like, is that one that good now?
I've heard some other things from them, and you know, I've liked it. I didn't expect too much from them, but like I don't know.
I don't think it
wasn't anything that stood out. I couldn't give you a certain moment that I was like, wow. So I was gonna give it a 50, but I gave it a 49. I was like, I'm just a little disappointed.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. You probably I mean I feel like you have the right to be more.
Why?
I don't know, you because you know more of their music. I don't really know too much of their music. I obviously just know the hits, but that's about it.
Fair enough.
So, and I love me some grunge, so I feel like I always like a grunge album.
I mean, I do like grunge, but it's just
not good grunge is what you're saying.
I mean, it's not like terrible. It's not unlistenable or just I don't know, cash grabby. It's just meh.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's it.
So let's talk about PinkPantherss for you.
PinkPantherss?
Yeah, let's talk about PinkPantherss for you real quick.
Hot take on the PinkPantherss album. Ice Spice is not the best feature on that album.
Who's on there? Who else is on there? Central C and who else?
Central C was really good, but he's not better than
who else
Ice
is on
Spice.
there?
I can't remember her name, but I'll recognize it when I see it. Heaven knows.
Keela?
Yes. Absolutely.
Really?
That is the best feature on that.
I didn't save that song originally, so.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Wow, you are stupid. 79. Very enjoyable.
Wow, album. 79.
Yeah,
so you lied to me.
Huh?
You lied to me.
How did I lie to you?
You're like, I didn't rate anything over a 70.
Yeah, I did lie.
Oh, okay.
But like it was mostly in reference to the current albums.
Oh, okay.
Rather than the
That's fair.
Choice picks.
That's fair.
But yeah, I highly enjoyed that album. I think PinkPantherss and is really good, and I cannot wait for the new album. So.
Yeah, that was 80. What you said 79. Yeah, 79 is good. Dang, back to back good recommendations for me. That's crazy. Yours, like I feel like okay, right? Trash Island. I give it a. This is actually pretty high for me. I feel like. I almost want to change it right on the spot, but I gave it a 69.
Yeah, why?
I thought it was good. I just feel like. I don't know. I just think there wasn't like much to it sometimes. Like I was like halfway through. I was like, okay, when are we like gonna like do something?
Yeah.
I just feel like ambient music. That's all it felt like to me, and it wasn't bad.
It is very Cloud-esque.
Yeah, it just felt very like cloudy. I guess that was kind of.
That's personally why I like the album, and I understand why you wouldn't like.
I was just like, oh, I'm waiting for like something, It made me feel
something
like I was
hard.
Yeah, I was just waiting for something to happen, and nothing happened, and I was just like, oh, okay, I guess that's the album. So maybe if I go back to it now, think like
expecting
that, I'll be like, oh, okay, cool.
That is most of
their music.
Most of it, but it is a decent amount.
There was
it's very easy listening.
Okay, so I liked one of them on here. I hated the other person on here. There was one I didn't like, and there was a person I did like. It could have been Bladee. It could have been Echo 2K. I don't know who it was.
Okay, which exactly? Show me. I will know between the two.
I don't know who it was.
Which song?
It was I think, Victim. Yeah, it was Victim.
Wanna play the victim? Oh, it was okay. So are you talking about
It might have been that, yeah.
Which one did you not like, and which one did you like? Like which voice? You have to show me. I'm actually.
Oh my gosh, it wouldn't pop up. What is it called again?
Victim?
No, the album.
Oh, Trash Island.
Trash Island. Trash Island. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's not bad. Is that Bladee?
That's Bladee.
Okay.
You don't like his voice?
Yeah, like
that's Echo 2K.
like it's okay. It's fine, but it's like I would have just liked it if Bladee was just on it. Like, I like his vocal. The background vocals are great. He does, I think.
Yeah.
But not his like. Yeah, no, I think I like Bladee better than Echo 2K from this album at least.
I can't recognize. So sometimes
Blade
I can't
has
recognize Thaiboy.
I think isn't he just the producer?
Thaiboy, it might maybe.
Because the Young Ling track is, by the way, not the best song on here, unfortunately.
Okay.
You think it is?
I liked it first.
No, I think it's good. I just don't like. I feel like for like Young Lean, I feel like it's just like.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I was like expecting.
What do you think of Western Union though?
I'm gonna be honest, forgettable because I don't remember it.
Wow. That one.
It was good. Well, this is mainly an Echo 2K song, is it not?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I mean, it was cool, I guess. I gave it a 69.
Okay.
Looking at it, it's a 74 user rating, so I feel like I'm not too far off. I might give it a 70. Like if I go back into it, I might like it a lot more, knowing that there's
depending where you put it.
Like Western Union is kind of what I was like expecting for the rest of the album.
Yeah. No,
but it wasn't like that.
Don't ever do that.
And
if you listen to the rest of like something like
because I've heard some of their songs like by themselves and they've had like drums in it, but this one just felt like ambient, like.
Which one?
Maybe Bladee, I think. I don't think I've listened to an Echo 2K album. But I think I've heard like a few Bladee songs and I'm like, okay, there's drums in these. But
yes.
like in this album, I didn't feel like there was a lot of drums. If they were, they weren't like the most.
They were very easy and not very punchy.
Yeah, they weren't the prominent like foreground of the song. 69, not too bad.
Okay.
But I will say
again. I'll put you on something else.
I am lowering my ratings, by the way.
Really?
I'm lowering Bon Iver to an 88.
Really?
Yeah, it's good, but 90s.
On second listen to it, it's not a 90?
90's crazy.
Yeah.
90's crazy. It could go even lower, and Two Houses is for sure gonna go up. I have to look at my 70s here.
Okay.
So, but yeah, Two Houses is for sure gonna go up. It's probably low key gonna be like it's low key. Wait, what do I have it at? 73, I think. I'll probably put it at 76 probably.
Okay.
Yeah, 76.
1 point up.
Oh, is it no? I'm putting it above Bad Bunny. I'm gonna put it at 670, 70s.
Whoa! Did I say Gunna album up there?
Yeah, 79.
Wanna?
I'm gonna go deluxe. That's a very huge point there. I'm gonna go 70.
Yo, DS2 is a 79.
I'm gonna go 78 for Two Hollis's album.
78?
Yeah.
What did I raise it to? I'm gonna figure that out.
I'm going 78 for it. I actually really like this album. By the way, that could be raised even higher later on. So Two Hollis has made his way back to my top 5 of the year. Congratulations, Two Hollis. You made it back.
I raised mine to a 78 as well.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually. Should I go on your account yet? Probably not yet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do recommendations, or do you want to just go Weeknd?
Do you want to do the Weeknd and then recommendations, or recommendations and the Weeknd?
Let's do coming up albums, and then let's do recommendations, and then
we'll finish out with the review section.
Yeah, we'll finish with the Weeknd.
Yeah.
New releases coming out next week.
Please.
What's next week? The 25th. Okay. 25th. I know we have David. I'm excited for that.
All right.
Obviously, that's my big hitter. We potentially have Quedeca.
Really?
Potentially. He already has. He's posted on his Instagram story. You know how he did the film for the I Didn't Mean to Haunt You album. He has a full movie for Vanisher. So I'm gonna listen to that when it comes out.
Oh, they got a Tom McDonald, bro.
Oh, we gotta listen to that.
I have to listen to that for Alex.
Oh my gosh, that actually is her music.
Yeah.
Yeah, David, I'm excited for that.
Hell yeah.
Slick Rick, wow.
Billy Idol.
Sting.
I'm not listening.
Oh, it's a live. It's a live album. Never mind.
Fish. Wow, there's actually some decent stuff.
Who?
I just know of Fish.
Okay. You say something. You point it out.
Will do. I'm just looking. Keep going.
Wait, doesn't PinkPantherss have an album this month?
It's next month.
Next month. Oh, okay. Next month is kind of stacked too. They have Young Thug. They have maybe the Most Def. They have PinkPantherss.
Most Def was supposed to drop fucking this month.
Yeah, he was, unfortunately.
Bum.
Why does it look like nothing's coming out?
Nothing's coming out. Oh my gosh.
They usually do a lot on the last one. I guess not. They said screw it, right?
Well, so we got the David album. We got dude, fuck this.
Dang, so much fish. What the?
What is?
Okay, yeah, we're done. There's nothing else.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So the David album, and that's about it.
Oh my! Did you listen to the Jin?
I did.
I didn't listen to it. I forgot to. I forgot it came out. Is it good?
It's nothing like personally that I'm like wow. But
okay.
Again, I am not a Jid fan, so.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm not a Jid fan.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're gonna have to listen to yourself.
Yeah.
When is Young Lean coming out?
May 2nd, the day of the concert. By the way, May 2nd is gonna be kind of packed. I feel like.
I keep asking that every single time.
Yeah, May 2nd.
Wait, there's an album that's highly recommended. Viagra Boys. Is that what it is?
What?
Right there. That's coming out next week. We can listen to that.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what it is, but.
Neither do I.
They make post-punk.
Oh, I gotta listen to this.
They're Sweden.
Oh, I gotta listen. Yeah, we're doing this.
They're probably half Drain Gang.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and potentially Quadeca. Oh, a little side note. Obviously, you know about the Weeknd. But look what else I bought, bro. I bought a Quadeca hoodie.
Oh, shit?
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of fire. That's actually really nice.
It'd be blue.
How much was that?
I think it was like $70.
Damn, that's
yeah. I took the plunge, so I was like,
hell yeah.
Screw it.
I spent $147 on some boots recently.
Holy.
Hey, they're cool though. They're cool. Hold on, let me pull them up.
Oh, they're cool for sure. Yeah. For sure. Okay. Now it's the weekend time. It's the weekend. It's the freaking weekend. Baby, I'm about to have me some fun.
These things, bro.
Oh, those are very you.
Yeah.
The strap really sold it for you, huh?
That's what I'm saying. The strap, bro.
The strap really sold it for you. I knew you were gonna like that strap.
Yes. They remind me of the Raph Simmons collab.
Really?
Fuck. Yeah, but not totally, because they have a bunch of rings on them and they're... Yeah, whatever. All right. So where do we want to start with this? Do we want to start with official ratings for each album?
Yeah.
Official ratings for each album? All right.
Yeah, we can.
Let me find my stuff. You can go ahead and
start
with House of Balloons.
Yeah, I'll start with House of Balloons. House of Balloons, so if you guys don't know, we did a whole, basically did a whole discography through of... Well, I did. You did just the albums, yeah?
Huh?
You did just the albums. I did like every song.
Oh.
I did every song he's ever been on.
I know most of his songs. I know that one.
I did every song he's ever been on.
I know Or Nah.
But you did the big ones and the albums and everything like that.
Yeah.
So House of Balloons, I gave an 88.
Okay.
Very good, obviously solid. Nothing. I feel like I haven't heard anything like this before. It was originally like what, an 85, 86 when I first heard it. Still good, but then I raised it more because I listened to it full blast with headphones on.
Yeah.
Ooh, it hits. And yeah, there's not really a dead track in my opinion on this mixtape. I think it's really good. I feel like he encapsulates the vibe of being on drugs and doing all these parties and yeah, just kind of what his life was like. And yeah, I kind of just feel like it's just good all around. Favorite song being Wicked Games or The Knowing or High for this. I really like House of Balloons as well, but Glass Table Girls is eh. So yeah, there's not really a bad song on here in my opinion. You?
I pretty much feel the same way. I really like this album. There were a few lower points for me, being not a big fan of the long, like how long the tracks are.
Yeah. Or
how long some of the tracks stretch. Because I don't mind long tracks. It's just how long some tracks stretch are a bit of a problem for me. It's just sometimes if it's just saying nothing, it's just not really a meh. But
yeah, I will agree.
I actually I re-listened to it.
Yeah.
And on that drive I was talking about to you recently, at like 2 a.m. having to pick up my sister.
Yeah.
House of Balloons, Glass Table Girls is actually my favorite song off the album.
Whoa.
Yes, because I actually don't mind Glass Table Girls anymore.
You have a rating for it? Like the song?
The song?
Yeah, the actual song.
No, I don't have a rating for the actual song.
Like, would you give it like a 9, 8?
It would be like a 9.
It would.
like a 9.94.
What did I give
like that?
I think I gave
But the entire album is a 71 for me.
What?
Some of the middle, like, I liked Wicked Games, but like, after Wicked Games, I'm not a big fan of the Party After Party.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I get that.
And then Coming Down, also, it's all right.
Do you like the switch up that he does on Loft Music? I think it is. Yeah, on Loft Music. How it's more upbeat and more like up tempo.
No,
you don't like that?
Nope.
Wow.
I didn't like that.
It's crazy.
You did every single fucking song.
I told you I did everything.
What the fuck?
I told you I did everything, bro.
How did you do a top 5 rating though?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Anyways. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So yeah, you see how the only 7s I have are like the party and the after party, and what you need. Because I feel like in context of the album, like without context of the album or the mixtape, they don't really make sense.
Yeah.
To me, at least.
The Knowing was good though. I like The Knowing.
I like The Knowing. Knowing's one of my favorites for sure. Wicked Games is still by far one of the best songs. I think I've heard by The Weeknd as well.
Overrated.
Sure, whatever you say. But I think
I'm sorry. I'm not like. Listen. It's good. It's just not.
I still think it's like I still think it's personally like this might be a little spoiler. I literally have.
Yo, don't show.
Yeah,
what the
but
fuck is
crazy.
wrong with you?
I'm just saying that's what I literally have everything. Okay.
Look at that.
Is there anything else to really say about this? Good first. But by the way,
a really strong first project.
I was gonna say if this is your first project, kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's crazy to have that as your first project. Anyways, Thursday.
I have nothing to say about Thursday.
Thursday is next, and it's just a bit like. Just a bit what do you call it? It's just a bit
boring as fuck.
Yeah, I guess, but it's not even boring because the
the
production is kind of the same but different at the same time. Like it still has.
It has all the same things that House of Balloons had, but none of the charm.
You know what? I would agree. The only 2 songs I like really are The Birds Part 1 and Rolling Stone. Other than that, the concept to the mixtape is not as good as House of Balloons in my opinion. About having this girl on Thursday, I will say that this whole like mixtape is kind of supposed to be toxic, and I feel like it's not toxic at all.
Yeah.
Like the production doesn't feel toxic at all. It feels like House of Balloons, which it shouldn't.
The next project was actually way more toxic in my opinion.
Yeah. So Thursday 67 for me.
Thursday 42.
Really? Ooh, 42 is kind of low.
It just nothing was stood out. Nothing was that good.
Okay.
Boring.
Echoes of Silence. We have potentially one of the most underrated. I think projects
it's not underrated anymore.
I think it's still potentially the most underrated project from The Weeknd. Saying an underrated project from one of the biggest selling artists of all time is kind of crazy to say.
He didn't miss on a single song of this one.
But no miss on a single song.
No misses at all.
Okay.
No misses.
We'll get into it eventually, but I gave it an 83. And Dirty Diana, first of all, what an opener to have a rendition of obviously Michael Jackson's song. Great. It was perfect to me. The only thing is
a 9.7. That's crazy.
The only thing that I wish that was better is if he obviously made the song, like he created the whole.
Yeah, you're literally giving one of the highest spots to a cover.
It might not be a 9.7 now. I'm gonna be honest, but this is different from my actual document. Okay. But I just didn't want to show you that part.
Okay, that's fair.
Montreal's very solid. XO, very good.
Yep.
The Host is fine. It's to me the XO and The Host is a better song than House of Balloons and Glass Table Girls. I like it only more because the XO and House of Balloons goes back and forth for me because like I feel like I'll play House of Balloons in the daytime and at night, where I can only play XO at night.
Yeah. How do you play House of Balloons at like a daytime?
You can play like right now. You could is what I'm saying. Like you could get away with that. You can't play XO you can't play it in the day.
No, you can't.
You can't play XO.
I'm sorry, you can't play either of them during the day.
You can't play. Okay, you can play.
How are you about to play House of Balloons? In what situation are you playing House of Balloons?
Bro, House of Balloons is like not. Maybe I'm. You could definitely play this.
No, you can't.
If you're going like fast on a highway and just like and you're wrong to me.
The sun's out.
Yeah. You could do that.
Okay, listen. Sunset.
Blasting.
Sunset, sure.
Okay.
Past 7 p.m. Fine.
I think you still could. It's just I think XO obviously you can.
During this?
I think you could.
No.
I think you could. But I think XO is not so much. XO has that dark hero vibe. They both do, but I feel like the way he sings on House of Balloons is like more energetic than XO.
Okay.
So like it brings off that like I'm like filled with like this rage or like this type of like when like he's I don't know why it just gives me that feeling. I can't really explain it.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll skip that for now. But a song that went under the radar for me is Same Old Song.
Really?
Very, very good song. It was actually probably one of my least favorite because I just thought it was a bit boring and stale. Like the verses were, but the actual part where he says she's the same old, like I think it's probably one of the best singings he's done on here besides Dirty Diana.
Yeah,
I think it's the best singing.
No, I did like Same Old Song. It was good.
Juicy J is a weird feature. I don't know why you need him on there. It was cool to have him on there, but like I don't really understand why you needed him on there.
That's fair.
I gave it an 83. You takeaways from the album?
89.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy.
There's not a single miss on this album. It was really, really good.
89?
I liked it.
89?
Yeah. It was freaky. I liked it.
89.
I might bring it down a little bit, but
No. I don't want you to change.
From what I
don't want you to change your score.
Listen to, I really enjoyed it.
Because I'm not changing my scores, so I don't want you to change yours. You better stick on it. Even if After Hours is a 4, hey, you better stand on it. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Next we had Trilogy.
I didn't fucking listen.
Did you listen to the 3 ones?
No.
Okay. Kissland. You want to start? Or you want me to start?
I'll start.
Okay, go ahead.
To be honest with you, this landed in the middle. It was just kind of
middle.
Like, listen, there were some actual decent tracks on here. I won't lie. There was okay. There was some okay shit. I did like the title track.
Yeah, that's not one I liked.
I actually liked Wanderlust.
I could see why, yeah.
There were some of them that were like inoffensive. There were also some that kind of were just fucking boring and long and as shit, and I just couldn't be asked to listen to the whole thing again. But I don't know, if you were doing it as a full, I don't know, as just a full album rather than song by song, I think it'd be okay. And I rated it a 50. It's all right.
That's fair.
There's some high points, there's some low points. There's nothing crazy about this album. Yeah. 50.
That's fair. For me, Kissland is a 60, but I'll give you my reasons why. I think production, you could argue this might be some of his best production out of his entire discography as an album. I think you could.
No.
I think you could.
No,
like songs like Tears in the Rain, that production is crazy.
Okay, hold on. Tears in the Rain, is that the one where it had the Blade Runner quote
yes.
at the end? Okay, yeah. I love that.
The production is crazy in that song. Awesome. Kissland is crazy. Wanderlust, like production-wise, is crazy. Even Belong to the World is a crazy production like song.
Belong to the World was good.
But I feel like I don't know why vocally the Weeknd is just not here. Even like saying that though, like he's not bad. He's just not as strong as he was previously or later in his career. Yeah,
I feel like the production didn't work with his vocals, or maybe
that too. I agree. That too. It just felt like he was trying to do like this new. It felt like he was trying to go for like something like After Hours or something like that synthy like. That's not, I wouldn't say pop, because this is more, I would say R&B-ish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think he was going for a synthy R&B, and I think he realized synths and R&B may not be the best, like they don't mesh that well. But synths and pop do pretty well.
That's what I've really noticed about some of these albums. Some of these albums are, like, the first half is discography, R&B. Last half is pop.
I don't mind that, though.
No, I don't mind it either, but I think there are some of these in-between albums that try to straddle the line. He's trying to like put like
both in one album, or like I see.
There's one album that is really a culprit of this, and that's one thing I really didn't like about it.
Okay,
but I won't. I'll say that when it comes up.
I think we know, but okay.
We do know.
Anyways, I pretty much agree. I think almost every way through. Like if we're counting Kissland as like his first studio album, I would be disappointed. I'd be like, what are you doing? Because this doesn't sound or feel like anything off of Trilogy or like any of the mixtapes, So I would have just been disappointed if I was like a big Weeknd fan at that time.
And you gave it a
60, only because the production is very good. Again, saying the Weeknd is bad, like not vocally checked in there, like saying that
disrespectful.
It is disrespectful, but it's like. It's the Weeknd's too. It's like saying, imagine if like I was taking like Madonna or like Michael Jackson or someone like who's like a good singer, and I'm like, oh, by the way, like they're just not great on this one, but like they're still a good singer.
It's why I say like Kanye's albums are like dog shit. It's not like compared to other albums they're pretty good, but compared to Kanye,
exactly,
it's fucking dog shit.
That's what I'm saying. Compared to Weeknd, this is like not great, but compared to like everybody else, it's a 60. Yeah. So, and I'm doing my rating based off of everybody else as well. So, like it's a decent album. Like. For that,
Beauty Behind the Madness.
Beauty Behind the Madness. Both, I feel like we both really, really enjoy this album.
There are some of the most underrated fucking songs on it. Wow, I am seeing a 10 on here. Okay,
2 10s.
2 10s?
I'll go. So, Beauty Behind the Madness gets an 85 for me. I'll tell you why. To me, this track list could have been perfect. This probably could have been a 95. I'm not even joking. If you take off the
Dark times.
if you take off the last 4 songs, I would probably give it a 95, maybe a 90 at least.
Yeah.
The first 2 tracks I think are okay. They were just like they kind of just felt like, okay, what are we getting here? Losers has a really funky beat, like Losers, the Labyrinth feature, very funky. I was not expecting that at all. At that point, I was like, okay, I don't really know what we're getting out of this because I heard Kissland.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what I'm getting now. Yeah. Like it could be I don't know. And then I went to Tell Your Friends, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then knowing
Tell Your Friends was so fucking good.
It's good, and knowing who produced it was Kanye, and I was like, that makes sense. Like he has a way of doing like simple beats, doing simple things, but making it so like I don't want to say profound, but like making it so like eye gouging or eye like
eargasm.
Yeah, eargasm in a way, I guess. You're just like, wow. And he's just talking his shit on here. He's just talking his shit on here, which I can appreciate. I love that. Often a very good R&B.
Sexy
ass. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Acquainted, the same thing. Earned It, obviously. You have a lot of those songs that are on here, which I could take it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not mad. Again, there's not really a big theme to this album. There is, but they're not like integrated like all the way through each song, you know? And then you have your hits. You have The Hills, 10. You have In the Night, 10. Grew on Me for sure, but that one, even Can't Feel My Face, great song in my opinion.
Yeah.
That one, although he does sound a lot like Michael Jackson, only because the bass on there is very Michael Jackson-esque.
Yeah.
Other than that, pretty good, pretty good album. Yeah. What about you? 85 for me.
I basically feel the same way. A lot of the ending tracks and beginning tracks are just kind of filler for the middle, which is insanely good. If we just cut how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tracks. If this was an 8-track album,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
If this was an 8-track album, it would probably be like a 96.
That's what I'm saying.
This is the thing. In the 2015s, or 2010s, there was a real big problem with bloating. I feel like, and especially now in rap albums.
Now there
but
is.
in pop records, especially,
there
was so much fucking bloat. I remember there were so many really good songs.
Pop is kind of going back to the
it's going to a decent 10 tracks. Mm-hmm. They're again, this is not too much bloat, but there's still bloat here.
That I agree. There's not what you said. Yeah, perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, but now it's kind of transferred to rap, where it's just like,
let me just put out as many songs. If I get a hit, I get a hit. So yeah, that's probably what they were doing on the one, because the pop was like the radio play. So it was like, okay, let me just put out a bunch of songs.
Instead of aiming 6 shots, you're just throwing a machine gun at the fucking target and seeing if it hits.
Exactly. So
yeah, it was an 81 for me.
Wow, you lowered it a little bit.
Huh?
You lowered it.
I did lower it a little bit.
Okay.
It's simply because of Dark Times.
Dark Times is terrible.
Dark Times is horrible. I actually have a burning hatred for Ed Sheeran.
I think it's his worst song for me. I think it might be his worst song.
Yeah.
I just don't think Ed Sheeran or The Weeknd ever should really be on each other's tracks. Like I haven't heard The Weeknd on an Ed Sheeran track, but I don't think it would mesh well. Same
Ed
reason.
Sheeran was everywhere in 2015.
That's probably why he was on this album.
I think he was everywhere in 2016. I think he just died off in in the 2020s.
Nah, 2022-ish.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, 2022.
Yeah.
I feel like this is more like a compilation album in a way than it is like an album. You know what I mean? Yeah. Starboy?
Starboy!
You can go first.
We rated this exactly the same.
Actually.
We rated this exactly the same.
We both gave it a 72.
Yes, an exact 72. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
I think this is what I was talking about. This has the problem of having 2 different sounds. It is the gateway between After Hours and his old R&B stuff. Because it suffers from just like a mixing of identities. Mm-hmm. Like there were some really good songs off here, but I will say probably not the R&B songs.
Like your favorite songs?
No, they were not. The R&B ones were not my favorite.
No, what were your favorite songs?
Oh, my favorites?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's pretty easy. Starboy, False Alarm. Fuck. I liked Stargirl Interlude actually. I don't know why the fuck you didn't like that. Fuck you.
It's just kind of boring.
Let me find my.
To me, it's just kind of boring. I feel like.
Why? It's nice. It's like if you're driving fast and you have like this beautiful voice singing in your ear, why would you not like that? What the fuck is wrong with you? Dude, your dad is terrible. Mm-hmm. All I know is really good. Love that one. The Future.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too. That one's that one's not as like high for everybody else though. Apparently.
Yeah, well, people are stupid, so.
Yeah.
Ordinary Life, A Lonely Night, Love to Lay.
Love to Lay, I love that song.
Yeah.
Basic, but I love it.
Yeah.
She loves to lay.
That's so good. Yeah, obviously Die For You is pretty decent, so is I Feel
Coming. Yeah, obviously the hitters.
But yeah, everything else, forgettable. Goodbye.
Okay, I'll go. So, to me, having Daft Punk on your album, and this being their last piece of work ever, it's pretty crazy.
Was it?
Yeah, this is their last piece of work ever.
When did this come out?
2016.
Wow.
I think. They haven't done a single song ever again together, and their last performance live was with The Weeknd at the Grammys, I believe.
That is...
When they performed I Feel It Coming, I think, is what it was. Maybe it wasn't the Grammys, but it was an award show, I think. So kind of crazy to see The Weeknd get both of them on here for not even one track, but for two. It's kind of crazy, and them both being like really, really good songs. Like, it's crazy to see. I feel like I Feel It Coming. Like, to me, originally it was a better song than Starboy, but hearing Starboy back, Starboy is just like
the production is way better than
it is a little better for me. Again, I feel like I Feel It Coming and Starboy are two completely different songs. Like you said, I feel like there's a bit of an identity crisis on here, but like.
Well, I mean, they're similar in taste, as in they have a lot of synths and they have a lot of futuristic sounds.
That's about it, though.
Yeah.
Like, one is very dark, one is like morning, like hazy kind of vibe. I feel like maybe I don't know. But Starboy, I feel like is like Tell Your Friends a little bit, where it's like he's just talking shit. Like I'm just like I'm motherfucking Starboy.
Yep.
Motherfucking Starboy.
Motherfucking Starboy.
Like no, but again, how do you feel about Sidewalks with Kendrick? I'm gonna be honest, a bit overrated.
Didn't like it.
A bit overrated.
I think Kendrick Lamar did not need to be on that song at all.
I think his verse, I originally didn't like that. Hey, say. Like, I didn't really care for it. Re-listen to it again. The Weeknd, the one part that really throws the song off for me is The Weeknd using autotune.
Yeah. Nah.
Again, it's not bad to me. I just feel like I don't know why The Weeknd, he used a lot of autotune on this album. Like, it was just this album. No project ever has he used this much autotune. There's so much. I don't know why he decided that it was a good idea. Maybe that was the sound back in the day, and it just didn't age well. Maybe.
I think there was something off of After Hours that had autotune in it. I remember.
I don't think there was. You'd have to show me, but I don't think there was.
Okay. Nothing. Not as much as Starboy, obviously. But.
And if it was probably like him doing like a voice, like a vocal change, not like a. This is clearly autotune.
Yeah.
Like it's clearly like, oh, he just turned that.
Cranked it up to the max just for the aesthetic.
He's T-painting it out. You know what I mean? Like. So that's my only problem with some of the album here. Again, way too bloated.
Yeah.
There's one of the worst songs on here as well, Rockin'. It sounds like a K-pop song.
Nah.
Yeah, no. Don't do that ever again, please. Future, I like Future on here. Future and The Weeknd are like,
so good.
Yeah, they kill every song together, I think.
But imagine if we got a collab.
Like even an EP, not even an album, an EP.
Yeah, like 6 songs.
6 songs,
I'd take
perfect.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's about it for me.
Conceptual wise, it was all right. Actually, there was no.
No, there's no concept.
It was just aesthetic.
There was no concept, and this album, again, I feel like The Weeknd could have like a 90 in every album because of his voice and because of the production and because of the vision. I could see he wanted to go for Starboy. It just didn't pan out, unfortunately. Yeah. Next is My Dear Melancholy. I'll go first. My Dear Melancholy got a 75 for me.
Really?
Yeah, I liked it a lot actually. I thought it was a very, very, very good EP, actually. This, to me, is the perfect segue from his old stuff to, like, his new stuff. Like, After Hours and stuff like that. It's getting a lot more dancey. Even though you have, like, Call On My Name, which is very a cappella and, like, R&B-ish, right? Yeah. But you still have, like, your synths really prominent here in these songs. And you have I want to say it's a bit more poppy. I want to say. Could be wrong there. Maybe it's just the dance vibe that I'm getting from, like, some of the songs here. But I feel like My Dear Melancholy is like a good breakup EP, Like, obviously he's going crazy over this Bella Hadid girl and Selena Gomez and and then it leads into After Hours. But I will say, I feel like that's the wrong album to say. But I feel like the EP is it's good EP. Again, it's The Weeknd. His singing is phenomenal on here. Call Out My Name for me is probably one of my favorite songs off of, like, his entire discography. I think it's great. Even like the I Was Never There, the iconic synth, it's fire. Wasted Time is decent. I think it's a decent song. Privilege is alright. It's decent as well. But for you, I feel like what?
Because Staffelstein wants to be fucking Daft Punk so bad.
What do you mean?
The guy who produced. Actually, okay, you know what? I take that back.
What about him?
I take that back.
What about him? What about him?
Ignore I ever said that because I just realized that Lost in the Fire is a thing, and yeah, he produced that. So my fault.
Yeah,
I'll take that back. I think Call My Name is fucking overrated.
Whoa!
I'm not. I'm sorry. I can't be asked to listen to that song.
Wow.
I Was Never There. Decent. Everything was like a kind of a.
That's why you didn't like. That's why you didn't like the EP because you didn't like Call Out My Name.
It's not like okay. Listen, I listened to it once. I was like, wow, this is a great song. I listened to it again. It's like, all right, whatever. It is what it is.
I think it's. I think it's probably his best.
It was a 61.
I think it's best singing out of any song he's ever done. I think some of the best singing I've ever heard him do. The fact he can go the low tones into the high with the beat in the background just going like it's very cinematic. It's very like just you can feel the emotion in that track. I feel like. Wow.
No.
I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree. I guess so. You gave it a 61.
Yeah.
Wow. That's sad to hear. I guess that's crazy. For me, I feel like I thought you would have liked it a lot more.
Oh.
There's not much else to say about that. I feel like. Do you agree with me though? Like saying that like it's a. I feel like it's a perfect segue into his.
No, I disagree. I don't think it's a good segue.
Really?
I think that After Hours was completely fucking different from My Dear Melancholy because My Dear Melancholy was grounded in reality, and After Hours is completely off the wall. Yeah. Nah. It's like a I'm hurting inside, and After Hours is like I'm getting ripped apart by 7 different people.
Yeah, that's why it's a segue. He's hurting inside, and then you kill yourself. That's why it's a segue into that.
It's hedonism.
I guess so.
It's different.
It's
breakup, and then there's
yeah, they're both different. But I'm saying it's a segue. You have to have breakup before you can go into that. You can't just be like, I want to kill myself. You know what I mean? You can't just do that.
Sure.
You have to.
I get it's a stretch, but all right.
Yeah. Anyways,
After Hours.
After Hours. I will go first because I don't know what you have, but I will go first. After Hours to me, I think I put this as his second highest. No, third highest. I think out of his whole discography. Okay. 87 for me.
You weren't supposed to say that, but okay.
Maybe it wasn't his third highest. I don't know. It could be wrong. But very good. I feel like honestly, there's not much wrong with this album. Each track flows pretty well. The only thing is, to me, I feel like I explained this in my video that I am gonna do and upload, but I feel like some of the songs off of here feel very cinematic at some points, but I just don't go back to them.
Yeah.
Because they feel too cinematic. Does that make sense?
There's no situation where you really need to be listening to them. Or
exactly. Like so, songs like Faith or songs like Snow Child are very cinematic, but they're just not songs that I would go back to. And the example I used, I think, is a very good example. I used Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City because, those are very cinematic songs, but they're songs. Like, he only adds, like, an intro of, like, 15 seconds or an outro of, like, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And the song is cinematic still, but it just flows into each track and track. But you can still go back to those songs and be like, oh, yeah, I remember that, like, this experience. With The Weeknd, I feel like I can't go back song by song and play it without getting
the entire album.
Exactly.
Okay, they don't work without the entire album.
Exactly, but it's not like it's bad, and that's why I think Blinding Lights is like the most streamed song off of here though, because you get that Kendrick Lamar like format where it's like it is a song. It's first and foremost.
It works in the album and it works by itself.
Exactly.
Okay.
And some of those songs do here, like Heartless as well. That works here as well. That's why it's another big stream song and why it's also another really good song.
In Your Eyes, Save Your Tears.
After Hours as well. Yeah, those two songs as well. After Hours, one of his best songs, I think.
After Hours is a top 5 song.
But I will say, again, it's very cinematic and it doesn't really work without the album. Again. No. But it's still, it's a very good song. It's a very good song.
After Hours is top 5.
It's a very good song. It's a very good song. It's a very good one. It's probably one of my favorites. It's very good.
All right.
87, again, not too much wrong with this album for me. I truly think I think it's great. I wouldn't be mad if you said it's peak Weeknd, but I don't think
it is not peak Weeknd.
I don't think it is.
It is a really, really good album. I actually
very good.
Other than Blinding Lights, which I did fucking skip.
Okay.
No, I didn't skip. I'm playing with you. No, I listened to the entire album again. Definitely raised it higher because honestly, the reason that I hated this album so much is because it came out in a time when fucking everything, and I mean everything, was trying to replicate the 80s. And so when I heard this album, it sounded like it was just doing that. Because I watched, like, I would go out and, like, go watch a fucking Marvel movie. Every single fucking Marvel movie back then was just replicating fucking 80s.
That's true, because you had
TV.
You had like Guardians of the Galaxy. You had Thor Ragnarok. You had you're right. Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy was 70s, I think, but
yeah,
but 70s and 80s, and then you had fucking Stranger Things that was replicating the fucking 80s, and then you had music as well, and it just I wanted to fucking die.
Yeah. So what'd you give it rating?
Now?
Yeah.
After the whole craze is over, it's an 80.
That's it. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty good for you. One thing I forgot to say about did you have anything else to say?
I mean, Hardest to Love, Snow Child, Heartless, After Hours. Obviously, In Your Eyes and Save Your Tears. Great songs, like 9s. But
favorite song is After Hours.
It was After Hours.
Yeah,
definitely.
Is that a 10 for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you about to say?
No, I'll save it for the last one, because it'll make more sense. I'll save it for when we get to the end.
I feel like the actual story of it was kind of muddy a little bit.
Boy, I think it's supposed to be.
Like, it wasn't really. It felt like it was telling a story, but not really telling a story. Like, there wasn't a clear.
I disagree.
I mean, Until I Bleed Out is very easy to understand what the ending is.
I just disagree entirely.
Well, like, okay. What I mean is like the. You know what? Just I'm fumbling.
No. Okay. Well, then we had Dawn FM, right?
We did have Dawn FM. The most.
I'm gonna be honest. Dawn FM is the most different Weeknd album, I think, out of his whole discography. Mm-hmm. I think this is a lot different from anything he's ever done. Obviously, not song wise, like Starboy, like he has different elements of songs like K-pop or like things like that. Mm-hmm. But this as an album is like very different from like what I thought it was gonna be completely. I remember hearing this when it actually first came out, and I was like, ooh, chill, because it came out in like January, so like the album cover kind of gave that like wintry kind of like feel. I gave it a 77. Now, I will say some of the songs on here are like mid. They're just not great.
I agree.
Some of them are not, like Gasoline. I don't like that deep voice he's doing on there.
You used to like. You told me Gasoline was super fucking good when you.
No, I never said Gasoline. I've never liked Gasoline. You're probably thinking of Sacrifice or.
No.
It had to be Sacrifice, because I never liked Gasoline.
Really pumped it up for me. You know what actually was something that I didn't expect to love so much?
What?
The radio transitions.
Yeah, no, those are great. I agree.
The one where he goes, Dawn FM.
Yeah.
Shit like that. I love that.
And the one with Jim Carrey, like Jim Carrey having him on there, I think is dope. I gotta say, as when I did like his whole discography, I think the Weeknd's biggest accomplishment in his life is probably gonna be that interlude from Quincy Jones. I think, because obviously Quincy Jones working with Michael Jackson being one of his biggest artists, and Quincy Jones dying recently, like about, I want to say a month ago, maybe even this month, I can't remember. But I feel like, and the story, the vibe of that track is just nice. It's a good, like the interludes and the vibe of this album, I feel like it might be one of the best vibes I get from like any album that he's ever done.
It feels very Alan Wake. Like you're kind of going, like kind of driving like in the middle of the forest.
Like I said, this album cover is kind of perfect for it. Like it's very hazy. It's very like.
What do you think I gave it? Because I gave it. I remember I hated it when I first listened to it.
You did hate it. Dang it. I honestly feel like you're gonna like it. I just don't think you're gonna like it as much as me. So I feel like maybe 70. 70. What'd you give the other albums? The ones before?
So I gave 80 to After Hours. I gave
definitely lower than that.
61.
Well, you gave it just a straight 80? Well, I'm just gonna 70 because I gave mine 10 down. So I'm just
straight 70.
Actually,
straight 70.
So we both have 10 below the actual After Hours. That's kind of crazy how that worked out.
Straight 70. Honestly, After Hours I liked a lot more than I thought I would. I think that the lows are quite low and quite boring. Mm-hmm. There's nothing like actually like I can't listen to. Mm-hmm. But I think there is one of the best songs that he's created on here.
On Dawn FM?
Yeah.
Please tell me it's Out of Time.
It's Out of Time.
Out of Time is so good. I love Out of Time. I love Out of Time.
Out of Time
is such a good song. I think it's the most underrated song by The Weeknd ever. I think it's so underrated.
Is there someone else? Every Angel is Terrifying and Less Than Zero.
Is there someone?
Are super good.
Is there someone? Oh, what a good! Did you listen? Did you hear that? I was playing that song when I was driving. No. Not driving you home. When we were in the car one day, I played it one day. I told you to skip it. Oh, you did, yeah, you did.
I probably told you to skip it.
But that sample in the beginning is so. I think that literally, if he kept that like going, obviously his singing is good on there. But I think it could have been even better if he had that sample going the entire time. Mm-hmm. Like not obviously the entire time, but like had it sprinkled in here.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Less Than Zero is like a happy-go-lucky song. That caught me really off guard. It was like a very. I said like this is like a very like 80s like riding your bike riding your bike in the park just chilling. Take My Breath. Phenomenal, I think.
I do like Take My Breath. It is
Sacrifice, phenomenal.
Yep.
What do you think of the Tyler feature? What do you think of the Tyler song?
I actually didn't think much about it, to be honest. I
kind of just there.
It was just kind of put on there. I don't understand why he's on this album.
No, that's fair. I actually like how they complement each other. I think having the Weeknd's high pitched singing and the Tyler's low pitched like just raspy voice in general is a good contrast for the two. Mm-hmm. I don't really like Tyler's verse that much on here, but I think that it's solid enough for me to be like, you know what, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
And it's a very good transition into from Out of Time. It's a very good transition.
Yep.
We are out of time. Oh man, what a good song.
I actually need to listen to that.
Out of Time might be a 10. It might be a 10. Out of Time might be a 10. It's one of my favorites. I remember I was listening to it. I was listening to it on the walk to your house one day.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, it was perfect. It was perfect. It was like one of these days I was just walking and I was like, oh my gosh, the vibe, the headspace I was in at the time, and I was just like, it was perfect.
Yeah.
And like just the Out of Time, the whole concept of the song is great. Like being out of time, like I guess I'm out of time.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
What you gonna do about it?
Did you listen to the alternative world?
I did not because I couldn't. I can't.
It's fine.
Care.
It's fine. It's terrible.
Okay.
It's fine. Now we're at. But before we get to the final album, are there any singles you want to talk about?
Ooh, okay.
Any singles?
Rather Lie.
That's after his
singles.
last.
Oh, singles. Nah. Other than Lost in the Fire.
Creepin'.
Creepin's
Moth
right.
to a Flame. Did you hear Tears in the Club, by the way, with The Weeknd and FK?
No.
I'll play it for you in the car. Decent.
Popular is mid.
Yeah, I know you don't like Popular. I like Popular.
One of the Girls is also fucking horrible. One of the worst Weeknd songs I've ever heard.
What song?
One of the Girls.
Is that off the
The Idol?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Fucking
I will say that anything from The Idol is not great. Anything from there is I'm not saving any songs except for Popular, and that's just because Popular is like that synth.
Popular is alright.
It's got that.
Get the money and keeping it.
What do you think of K-pop? I know you don't like it. Do you love that K-pop? Pray For Me. I forgot to say this when it came up.
Oh my god.
Pray For Me, I think low-key could be almost a 10. It's like a 9 something for me.
When it came out, it was a 10. I don't like it that much anymore.
It's a very good song.
I like Or Nah. Or Nah is a 10.
Or Nah is a very good song. We know for reasons why, but
freaky ass.
It is. It is
in action, bro.
It is. Another song I really love is "Love Me Harder" actually with Ariana Grande.
I don't remember that one.
Well, I'll play it. Well, I can play it for you now. A little bit of it.
Oh yeah, I heard this one. Nope.
Ooh.
I know all the Ariana Grande songs. I just don't recognize them.
Yeah, no, that's how I feel about her too. But I actually really like that song. I don't know why. I don't know what speaks to it about me. I feel like both their singing is really good, but okay, let's get into it. Hurry Up Tomorrow. Probably both. I would assume both of our highest rated albums. From the Weeknd. I would assume. Maybe not. You want me to start? You want to start?
I will start with this one. Let me find it real quick. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Because for some reason
it came out this year too.
You did come out.
Came out this year. So crazy.
Yeah, I think this is the highest rated. No, it's not. Wow. Echoes of Silence is the highest.
Damn. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. It's only because Sao Paulo's on here.
Sao Paulo, yeah, that's only because Sao Paulo. Only because of Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo's not a bad song.
No. I feel like this also kind of suffers from a little bit of bloat. Not too much. A lot of these songs are extremely well put together and extremely good. 100% great. Couldn't care less about the interludes. Definitely some of his highest highs on here. Definitely. And this probably would have been his best album to date if there was 3 or 4 less songs on here. Maybe 5. I feel like Red Terror.
You gotta realize.
And so is The Abyss. The Abyss is.
You gotta realize 2 of them are interludes. So to just take 2 off, though, however many total tracks
yeah, I know,
are on there.
but
So,
there's still
what, 21 tracks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 20 exactly. 20 because there's 2 interludes, and there's 22 tracks.
Oh, there's 22 tracks. Okay,
There's
yeah, 20.
And if we took off like 3 or 4 more, we'd be golden. We'd be like a 90, 92, 93.
Okay.
Yeah, some of these songs really grew on me. Timeless.
Obviously, the biggest controversy between us. Man hated Timeless.
I think Wake Me Up is actually kind of overrated, in my opinion. I like it, but everyone is fucking constantly talking about it, but it's not that good.
Feels Daft Punk would have been better.
They want to be Daft Punk so bad. They're even French. Imagine being French. Cry For Me. Great song. I think that it like perfectly wraps up the entire trilogy, and it's actually the strongest when it comes to its like storytelling, in my opinion. So yeah, it is the best of the trilogy. It is definitely one of his best works. The featuring Weeknd song on here is insane, and I don't know why people don't like it more than they do, because it's way better than some of these other songs.
Would you say not maybe one of the best songs you've heard from the Weeknd, but maybe one of your favorites for sure?
Yeah. Just simply the production and the it is probably one of my favorite songs from the Weeknd, like top 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Niagara Falls. There's I don't really have much bad things to say about this album.
Okay. What'd you give it again?
An 85. I raised it. It's the
85.
second best from him.
Well, we'll go back. We'll go through it again.
We'll go through it again. We'll have to talk about it again. I'm gonna set you straight. Go for it.
Hurry Up Tomorrow for me is The Weeknd at his peak for me personally. I think like I'm a big synth guy, so I love synth. So anything with a synth in it, you're already gonna get me. Yep. And if it's a nighttime synth, you're for sure getting me. And you're having the vocals of The Weeknd on here. Oh yeah. And you have Cardi and Future on here. Come on now. Great album. I think like you said, I think as a story, as a wrap up, like to the trilogy and to his career, I think it's one of the best things I think I've ever heard an artist do before. I don't think I've ever heard an artist like cycle back all the way back to his original like mixtape. The way that Hurry Up Tomorrow, like what is it called, transitions into High for this. I think it's honestly one of the most like genius things I've ever. I might be glazing here, but I think it's so.
You might be doing tricks on it.
I am kind of doing tricks on it, but it's I was in awe of it when I was like 10 tracks in, and then Timeless came up, and I was like, oh my gosh, Timeless is still on here.
Yeah.
And then I heard Niagara Falls, and I was like, oh my gosh, this song is great. And I will say the last like 4 or 5 songs, again, maybe it could have been because of Blow. Again, I went back to the album. I've listened to this album maybe 3-4 times now, maybe even more than that. Okay. Great album. To me, there's not really a skip on here. Like I would listen to the whole thing for sure.
There's a skip on here.
Big Sleep is like the only one I'm really contemplating that I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Everything else I'm like, you know what? I'll listen to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'd skip the 4th track on this album.
Shut up. Sao Paulo is a good song. Like, it's not the best song he's ever done, but it's a good song. It's not a bad song like he's saying. Yeah, I think it has truly some of the best Weeknd on here. To me, it's like the Weeknd is like he took all of the songs he's ever did and he just like leveled up and like did levels to it.
I think he took his time with this album
for sure. I mean, he took like 3 years in between the other one, I think. So Wake Me Up, or not Wake Me Up. Cry For Me is one of my favorites. I was a big like, I was not a fan of Baptized in Fear.
Really?
Not a big fan of it when it first came out because I thought it was a weird transition from Sao Paulo to Baptized in Fear to then Open Hearts, which is another high tempo.
Yeah.
Love Baptized in Fear. Love it. And I love the transition into Open Hearts as well. Open Hearts, phenomenal song. Reflections Laughing grew on me. The interlude I think it's a very late night drive. Only late night, but it's a very good like late night song. Travis Scott, kind of okay. Enjoy the Show.
Travis Scott needs to get off so many features, bro.
Yeah, I'm kind of
5 features on Cardi's album.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I forgot about that. That's great. That is crazy. Yeah, Enjoy the Show, like you said. To me, I think it might be the best Weeknd and Future song I think they have.
Yep.
I can't think of another one right now that I'm like, oh yeah, it's better.
A lot of people say Low Life is better, but I hard disagree.
I think
on
Coming
that.
Out Strong is better than Low Life for me. Yeah. I would just disagree. And you have great sample flips like with Nina Simone on, I think it's Given Up on Me, or maybe even I Can't Wait to Get You There. But you have really, really good soul samples. Niagara Falls, one of my favorite songs of all time by The Weeknd. Take Me Back to LA. I think the best 3-run track on here is Timeless, Niagara Falls, and Take Me Back to LA. They all transition pretty all right to each other, especially Niagara Falls to Take Me Back to LA. Phenomenal. What I was gonna say originally from After Hours is I've never seen, you know how there's Igor by Tyler the Creator where like, you know, you have a cycle.
Yeah.
Into the, you know, as a relationship and heartbreak and everything like that. I've never seen anybody do
that with Discograhy.
With a career. And I'm like, wow, that's really, really something I've never seen before. And I was like, wow, this is The Weeknd at his peak for me. If he never made an album, I would be happy. Like, I would be happy he never made music ever again. Like, just features if he really wanted to do that.
Yeah.
But I would like to see him maybe if he wanted to do like music under a different name, like Abel or like just anything.
Yeah.
I just don't want him to. With an album like this, I just don't think you can release more music.
Well, you should. You shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think you should. I give it a 91. I think it's great. Near perfect for me. Yeah. I will say there's the XO edition. Nothing crazy off of there, but the Pharrell Williams cover. Remember I showed you Closing Night? It was a while ago. I showed you Closing Night a while ago. Great song.
Runaway.
Great song. Yeah, he's trying to be Kanye. No, it's okay. I'm not a big fan of those two though. They're all right. Again, just I like Hurry Up Tomorrow. One of my favorite album. It's probably one of my favorite albums of all time, low key.
So official rankings from bottom to top. What is it?
Bottom to top. Okay, so we have the bottom obviously being Kissland.
Okay.
Then it goes Thursday. Then it goes the Starboy. Then it goes My Dear Melancholy. Then it goes Dawn FM. Then Echoes of Silence. Beauty Behind the Madness. After Hours. House of Balloons. And Hurry Up Tomorrow for me.
Okay. Well, mine is pretty much here. Let me
similar-ish. I feel like My Dear Melancholy is going to be a big one to top for between us, but
yeah. So the lowest is Thursday. Then Kissland. Then, oh wow, then it's Dawn FM at 70. Then House of Balloons. Then Starboy. Wow, I put Starboy above House of Balloons. I might have to.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. It's Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. My
do you
Dear
see why
Melancholy.
71 for House of Balloons is kind of crazy? House of Balloons for 71
Thursday,
is crazy.
Kissland, My Dear Melancholy, Dawn FM, House of Balloons, Starboy.
Yo. Okay, go ahead.
After Hours, Hurry Up Tomorrow, Echoes of Silence.
Okay. Can we talk about how you have 70 Dawn FM, 71 House of Balloons, then 72 Starboy?
What about it?
You think Dawn FM is only 1 point behind House of Balloons? 1. And you think Starboy is only 1 ahead of House of Balloons? I just feel like House of Balloons is at minimum an 80 for me personally. Obviously, it's a bit different, but like I don't know how you like After Hours more than House of Balloons. I don't understand that. I don't get that.
What?
I don't understand how you like After Hours more than House of Balloons.
Nah, I'm sorry. I just ended up liking it a little more.
I get it. You're very hard grader.
No, I'm just stupid. That's why.
No, you're a hard grader. You're a hard grader. 85 for Hurry Up Tomorrow. I feel like it's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have different opinions. The Weeknd's for sure. After doing this,
I think we agree a lot on our favorite songs, but the actual ratings
of the
themselves.
songs, yeah, I'm a lot higher on the songs than you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I was like an 8 on a song, you'd probably be like a 7.
All right, now the real hard part: top 5
songs.
Top 5 songs. Actually, I want to just see your whole ratings. I'll do my top 5, but you can do your top whatever. You can do the whole
favorite songs or
favorite
best
songs.
Best or favorite? Because best and favorite is different.
No, there's not.
There is, because
everything is an opinion, and therefore the best and your most favorite are the same because they're just you. It's not.
No, because I would definitely play I'll just say. Anyways, so The Hills and In the Night, top 2 for sure. You could put them either way. For me, if you have 10 out of 10 songs, it doesn't matter which way you put them in because they all go depending on the vibe. Those 2 are my favorite. Then for me, it goes Niagara Falls off of Hurry Up Tomorrow. I love that. Starboy, then Dirty Diana, top 5 song, made it. Then Call Out Your Name or Call Out My Name. then Wicked Games, then Feel It Comin', then After Hours, then Open Hearts, and Out of Time, Blinding Lights. You get the point. It's a lot of his new trilogy stuff that is in here.
Yeah.
But what about for you? You get a top 5 or top 10? Got a top 5 or top 10?
Top 5?
Yeah.
Fuck. I have a bunch of songs on here. I was gonna figure out which ones were top 5, but currently in my favorite, in no particular order quite yet. After Hours, In the Night, Enjoy the Show, XO, Tell Your Friends, Out of Time, Timeless, All I Know, Starboy, The Hills, I Feel It Comin', House Balloons.
Timeless is good.
Yeah.
Timeless made it really up there. Wow, yeah. You really like Timeless. Mm-hmm. You really like it.
Yep.
So Timeless is 20 for me.
Really?
Yeah, but look at all the songs above it though.
High for This is better. No, Timeless is better than High for This.
No.
And The Knowing.
They're different songs. They're different. Like they're
you
different.
Still put it above it, didn't you?
They're different, but look at they're all the same. Look at these two are the same rating. They're just different. You know what I mean? The Knowing is better, but like.
Yeah, it's kind of, it was really hard to find like the worst songs in my opinion.
Oh,
there was only some really bad ones, but like there's very few and far between that aren't like just regular mid. You know?
Yeah, like a 6 to me is like a good song, right?
Yeah.
And look how many like mid and below songs he has. 5, like out of the 5s I gave him, 18 of them were, and then 3. 20.
Yeah.
21 songs are mid or below by the Weeknd out of his whole discography. Out of
that is crazy. That is fucking crazy.
Out of 174 songs, that's very good.
Yeah,
it's a very good ratio in my opinion.
I'd say so. Now, if you're including features,
yeah,
would any of these features beat out anything else?
They beat out anything else. What do you mean? Oh, like would these songs beat out?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, let me just look because I know one for sure, but I just don't know. No.
Cruel Love doesn't beat it out. What the fuck?
No. Are you counting Pray For Me? I wouldn't. Right? You're not gonna count Pray For Me.
By what do you mean?
With Kendrick Lamar, you're not gonna count it
as
a feature.
It is a feature.
Would you count that? That for sure is up there. I think I rated that one though. So I think
the Weeknd didn't make the Black Panther album.
No, Kendrick Lamar did, but it says with. So I'm like, they collabed on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I think I put Pray For Me up here.
Did you?
I think so. Yeah, I put Pray For Me up right here.
Oh, okay. So you have every single.
No, I don't have the features. Like okay. So if it says featuring The Weeknd, I don't have it. But if it says with The Weeknd, or if it's with somebody, I do.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Ish.
Okay.
So like Lost in the Fire, I didn't have it on here because it's a feature.
Okay. What would you put? Where would you put Lost in the Fire?
But Moth to a Flame, I did because it says with The Weeknd.
Where would you put?
Oh, maybe like a 7. No. Maybe like a 8. Maybe just like bottom 8, like just 8 flat.
Okay. All right.
Anything that's in this playlist is an 8 minimum for me.
Really?
I have to have 8s. I can't do anything lower than an 8 for me. There's no point to. Only great stuff.
Okay.
For me.
That's fair.
I explained this before. I was like, there's so much music in the world where like I just have to have just the greats from the artist and that's it. I can't really do good. Like if it comes up, sure, I'll listen to it.
That's really really funny to me because I literally only save the 8.5s and above, and even then sometimes I don't do it because sometimes it just doesn't fit a vibe.
That's fair. But like if I'm going to an artist like The Weeknd, I kind of already know what kind of vibe I'm going to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. What else? See Smiles with The Weeknd, so that would have been higher. You know me.
Never heard that song.
I played this for you. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't. Okay, maybe I didn't.
Where's the Hurricane?
Okay, so Hurricane I wasn't the biggest fan of originally.
Really?
Yeah, not the biggest fan originally.
Because the original one was better.
What's the original one?
Was the feature. It was like the chopped sample of hair.
Really?
80 Degrees or some shit like that. Hold on, let me find it.
That sounds really interesting.
Let me find it.
That sounds interesting.
Because it was on.
Is that why you hate Donda?
Yonde.
Is that why you hate Donda? Because all the originals are scrapped? Is that why you hate it? Because you are not taking the music for what it is.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
You're taking it for what it was. That you need to change that rating because that is
Stop
like
talking.
That's like saying, oh, I hate After Hours because I heard a leak and that was better than what I heard. Like, no, you can't do that.
Stop talking.
That makes no sense. You be having some good points sometimes, but that is a bad point.
That's not the original one. Where is it? Is this it? No. No.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube it maybe?
The original 80 Degrees by Kanye.
Oh, it's called 80 Degrees?
Yeah, it's 80 Degrees, but it turned into...
Hurricane?
80 Degrees.
Ann Clemens is on it?
I heard something back in the day. It was...
Oh, nice. That's great. We love ads here.
We're sponsored now.
For me, lightning strikes the bees.
But it's the same...
80 degrees.
Yeah, this. Yeah, this. I personally like the simple... Just that. I just... How old was I when I fucking heard that? I just felt like it had a lot more potential than whatever it was turned into. Because this is what I originally heard. And when I heard it, I was like...
That's what you heard and you're like, no, that's better than Hurricane.
I just didn't like...
You think that's better than...
I did not like
listen
on this, bro. No. Listen, listening to the singing originally, sure. You don't understand it at all. You don't understand it at all.
80 degrees.
It took what originally it was and turned it into...
You're just wrong.
Yeah, you know what? You can go ahead and call me wrong all you want. But when I originally heard it, there was no Donda. There was no Donda at all.
What are you talking about? There's no Donda.
When I originally heard this.
Yeah.
And so when I heard...
Yeah, you heard the potential in that. And look at the potential is here. The potential is here. You literally have that. You have one of the best singers of all time is singing that weak-ass vocal from Kanye. That was a terrible vocal.
It was a terrible vocal.
Then why do you like that better than this? I don't understand it. You're basically just basing it off of nostalgia. That's all you're basing it off of. It makes no sense.
I'm hating for hating's sake.
Your ratings make absolutely no sense sometimes.
Because listen,
like that argument makes no sense. I get it.
All right, listen, hold on.
You could.
Let me put it like this.
You could not.
When
like
I heard
Baby.
it back when I was, what was it? I don't even know how old I was. I was not really into music.
16
okay?
maybe.
I don't think Yandé was in 2015.
I thought it was 2018.
I was not 15 in 2018.
I said 17.
Okay, whatever. I wasn't really that into music, and when I heard that, I was like, wow, this is nothing that I have really had heard.
Yeah, that's fair.
In a while. Or ever.
Crazy, okay. Yeah.
So I was like, wow, I kind of like this. So I kind of dove into music and dove into it, so it was like...
Yeah.
And now that I hear it now, not really a big fan of it. But I also, when fucking Donda came out, I was like, wow, it butchered it. It butchered the thing that I liked.
Do you think it's because it's the Weeknd, it's too...
Polished.
Like too pop?
It's too
Is that why you don't
polished.
like it? Because it feels like too...
It's too polished.
Do you think it feels too radio play? Is that why?
No.
Like 80 Degrees felt different, but Hurricane feels radio play. Like it feels mainstream in a way.
When I heard the vocals, I thought of...
Like, okay, it's like this. It's like, you know how you have JPEG Mafia? Yeah. Very alternative, like, rapper.
Yeah.
But then you have, like, Denzel Curry.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's worked with JPEG Mafia, and he probably could do something like JPEG Mafia and still sound good off of it. But it's not JPEG Mafia. Is that what you're saying?
You're not changing my mind on fucking
No.
Donda.
I'm asking you. Is that what you're saying? Like, you're like, I like the original. Like, I like the JPEG Mafia version. Like, I like that scrappy, industrial, like, feel. Obviously, that's not what this is. But I'm saying that I like that gritty, terrible vocal by Kanye. Like, I like that.
Yeah.
And having like Denzel Curry or someone like that take like a JPEG Mafia's place on it and doing the same song would be like, oh, it's good, but it's just not as good as this one, which is why I hate it.
Yeah. It's just...
Which
it
makes
has
sense.
a certain amount of shitty that I like. It's just like pizza, bro.
Because
when pizza is too good, it's not good. When you have a certain amount of shitty, it's the best.
I'll tell you something. This is gonna... You're gonna be like, oh, well. Watch. There was the Smile leak from Juice. The Smile, this song?
Yeah.
There was the leak. I heard the leak first, right?
Yeah.
I heard the leak, and it had this great interlude. It had this great interlude in the beginning. I don't know if it's going to have it here. Maybe here?
This motherfucker can't pay for YouTube Premium. This motherfucker broke.
I probably should, low-key. I probably should, because I watch YouTube all day, so I probably should.
Hey, Cardi doesn't pay for YouTube Premium.
Does he not?
No. There's a whole joke on that.
You is
look
there?
That up. That's funny.
I'm not in the joke loop, sorry.
It's okay.
This ain't it. Could be this one. It was this one. Nah, they don't have it. But they had an interlude, right? They had an interlude in between it, and it was so good. I loved it. It was like this girl. She was like on the phone. It was like, oh, like I can't really get to the phone right now. Like, it was like, but I hope you're doing well. And it was like,
yeah,
it was fire. It might have been just like a SoundCloud, like someone mixed it, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's fire. But I think it was a leak from him. And ever since I heard that, and I heard this come out, and I was like, oh, hyped. And I was like, I think at this time, by the way, I don't think I knew who The Weeknd was. I don't think I knew who.
How do you not know who The Weeknd is?
I don't think I knew. Like, I think I might have heard of like The Hills or something, but I didn't know that was The Weeknd. Does that make sense? Like, that makes sense. Yeah, bro. When I was young, I thought Neo and Chris Brown were the same person. So don't even. Yeah. So, anyways, so when I heard this, I was like, I like it. I like Juice's part, but like The Weeknd, like when you hear him sing, like, oh yeah, I just want to hear you smile, like that part, like it's like. It's good now that I'm like, obviously it's good now, but it's just like, it wasn't like the same feeling that I got from it originally. Like I can't come to the phone right now. Like that, like he really made you feel like, oh, this is depression right here. Yeah. And the vocals that Juice adds to it is like, oh, that's real depression. And The Weeknd, like, all he does is like, he does add to it, but it's like, I see what you mean by like, it's very polished. It just feels like a song now and not like a moment that I lived my life in.
So the reason, actually, no, I'll give you an exact reason why I didn't like Donda. There were some very interesting production choices that were made. Looking back on it, there were some things that I liked and some things I really didn't like. Jail, I liked the production on that. Take what you want. I kind of like Jay-Z on that one. It was.
I think it's a great version of Jay-Z.
It was, but I think as a whole, there was a lot of really sloppy work on there. I think, fucking hell, I'll go back and look at it real quick, just because we're talking about it.
Is a lot of Donda Yandi? Is a lot of it? Yes. Actually,
it's just revamped Yandi. I feel like. Really,
I haven't listened. I don't listen to leaks. That's the problem. Don't listen to leaks, bruh.
That was the only thing that was out.
Don't listen to leaks, bruh. Don't listen to them.
Let's see. Oh, I fucking hated Off the Grid. It's because I didn't listen to Cardi back then. I hated Cardi. I liked the Dilit Cardi. The more
I'm a Dilit.
Yeah.
I'm going to Dilit.
And the self-titled Playboy Cardi. I wasn't a big fan of Whole Lotta Red. This was much more Whole Lotta Red Cardi.
That's fair.
I think the Junior song was absolutely one of the worst things that has ever graced my ears.
Junior Watanabe, am I right?
I think it is one of the worst things I've ever heard in my life.
Tell him this. You know why Donda rated so high for me though, and I'm gonna tell you why. Was
it Moon?
Moon is really good. No, but I was never like a big fan of Moon.
Why are you looking at Wiz Khalifa?
I'm putting my rating in.
Oh.
46. That's what I said.
Fucking hell.
That's what I said. What do you mean? Originally it was like right before Certified Lover Boy came out. So when Certified Lover Boy came out, I was like, oh, Donda is phenomenal. Like, Donda is great.
If you were comparing the two albums, sure.
Because they came out that close, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I remember that.
Yeah, they came out so close to each other. That's probably what I was like. The headspace was in. Whenever I do a Kanye deep dive, that's gonna be a crazy day, just because of previous and now.
Do you want me to re-listen to all the Kanye albums?
I would do that. I would do that. That would be.
It's gonna get heated.
That would be crazy.
We're gonna yell at each other. You're gonna yell at me. I know you are.
Yeah, that'd be like a 3-hour video though.
It will.
That might be like a 3-hour video.
Let's see. There's only two songs I would actually say are decent. It's Jail and Heaven and Hell. That's it.
What? What, play Heaven and Hell real quick?
It's the fucking starts with this and then. No? Really?
You know what that sounds like? You're gonna hate this. Easy! My life's never been easy! Watch, play that song.
You know what it is?
Play that song.
No, I'm not playing it.
Play that. Play that song.
I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about. Go ahead and play it. Wait, easy? Yeah.
This is just the low pitch version of it.
No. Pause it. It's Jenny from the Block. Jenny from the Block.
What do you mean Jenny from the Block?
Play Heaven and Hell. Have to own your dumbass real quick. Hold up. Play it. Jenny from the Block.
Okay.
Go play Jenny from the Block right now by J-Lo.
I said it sounds similar. I didn't say it was the same person.
Okay, well that's what I thought you were saying.
No, I wasn't saying it's the same person.
You were saying that the sample.
No. I said that's what it sounds like. I was saying that's what it sounds like.
Backtrack real quick.
That's not what I said. I said it sounds the same.
All right.
Does it not? The drum pattern and everything?
It's just a pitched down version.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Heaven and Hell is so, by the way, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy wise. It's like so MBTDF, I would say it.
Yeah, there wasn't much else I liked.
Damn, that's crazy. What was the whole thing? Oh, you were talking about. We went on a big tangent. You said, is there any feature that I like from the Weeknd like that would overtake any of these? I guess the only song that I'm like, oh, that's got to be it. Is probably Rather Lie. That's the only song I'm like, yeah. That's the only song. I'm not even joking. Rather Lie could be better than Timeless. It's that close for me.
Honestly,
it's that close. When I was playing it downstairs, I was like, it's kind of good. I was like, it's kind of good.
Yeah. I actually think Cardi has a better verse on Rather Lie, and I feel like the Weeknd's performance isn't as good as Timeless. But I feel like
Timeless is just catchier is the only problem. The bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum. That part is just so like, it just like.
You're obsessed with that fucking Mike Dean shit.
Bro, just listen to it, bro. Listen to it. You have these synths, and then you just go into. And the Weeknd singing on here is perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Weeknd's part on here is better than Rather Lie.
I think both songs complement both artists. So like that is a Cardi song. Rather Lie is a Cardi song.
Yeah.
This is a Weeknd song.
Yeah.
So. Oh my gosh. And the drums. Oh my god.
Always makes me think back to Instagram fit checks.
Oh my gosh.
Makes me want to fucking kill myself. Shut up. I hate that shit so much. This song was everywhere. It just was everyone's fucking fit check video. It was so annoying.
I'd rather lie not done.
That little background.
Yeah, that like.
Nope.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The synth.
Yeah, the. Look.
That.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, the. That. Oh, okay. Yeah. That is your.
It for me.
That is your. That's your bomb. I agree.
Exactly.
I like that too, but. Fuck. Rather Lie's so good.
Fuck. All right, so dude, we have nothing next week. You know that.
Yeah, I know. We have just David. We can't make an hour-long video of David.
Are we doing another deep dive?
Might have to.
Do we want to pick an artist?
You know, the artist I've low-key almost already done, but we can do a small one. Like, we can do a small one. We can do a small artist. So it doesn't have to be like 8 hours. So how long is this video? How long is this video going on? Hour and a half.
That's not even that bad.
That's not that bad, actually.
Even that bad.
The Weeknd does have a lot of... We can do Travis.
Yeah.
We can do Travis.
I don't mind doing Travis.
He's kind of short. If
we're talking about features as well, oh god.
No, I'm not doing... I would just albums. If it's like for here, I would do just albums. Yeah. We could do Tyler, because Tyler...
No, we can't do Tyler.
We actually could, because that would be the week we're going... Wait, actually, no. We're not going to be here.
Next week. Tyler next week.
We're not going to be here, by the way. Wait. Oh, no, we will. The following day, we will not be here.
Fuck! So we either do it next week or don't do it at all.
Yeah.
We can do Tyler. Fuck it.
You can do Tyler?
Fuck it.
Tyler's so much, though. He has so much shit.
Okay, listen. It's just because of the fucking early shit, bro.
So much shit.
Didn't we already do this, though? With each other?
Look at shit.
Yo, don't call... No, Wolf is not...
And then Fire.
Wolf is not shit.
Fire.
Wolf is not shit.
Again, I have I've opened up to more music now. So we can do. What do you want to do? Tyler or Travis?
We'll do Travis.
Travis? Okay.
Because we already did Tyler.
Okay. Yeah. Because obviously, I mean, we could do Tyler on the day after. We could do like if we have time. I don't know when the work schedule is gonna be like though.
It's already out.
For that day?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Dang. So I got screwed probably again, huh?
You did. You got fucked.
Actually?
Probably.
Oh, you don't even know.
I checked my schedule.
Oh, and you're probably girl like every day.
Damn.
Oh, because I won't be here though. That's fine.
Why aren't you gonna be here?
I'm going to a Harlem Globetrotter game.
Oh, I went to them back in Virginia.
Yeah. Are you off this day?
Thursday.
Oh, I work Saturday. You work Saturday night?
Yeah, I work Saturday night.
Fire. So we can't.
Fucking hell.
What?
Guess what I am?
Dish.
Fuck you.
Hey, we have 2 dish people though. That's fire.
We do. Who is it?
Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Who's my pizza person?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Do I have Abigail on my pizza? I have nobody.
It's Amanda.
No, it's somebody. Amanda. It's Amanda. No, it can't
Alan.
be. Can't. Oh my god. I'll do dish if you want to do grill, bro. Anyways, this is not podcast talk.
Maybe.
It's not podcast talk.
Whatever.
So Travis, and then if nothing comes out, no, there's a bunch of stuff coming out May 2nd though. There's Young Lean. There's.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we do Travis or Tyler or.
Well, we're gonna talk about the concert because we just went to it. So we're gonna talk about the concert that we went to, obviously. So what do you want to do? We could do a come up to the. We could do like a prelude to the concert. And talk about Tyler again. That'd be just too much Tyler though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Travis. Let's do Travis. I guess.
Travis. Fuck it.
Travis. Now let's do Lil Yachty.
Fuck no, baby.
Yeah, the day we do Kendrick Lamar is gonna be it's gonna be an interesting day, ain't it?
I'm not looking forward to Kendrick Lamar.
That would be an 8-hour video.
You're gonna have to give me like another 5 months for Kendrick because I've listened to enough of this shit.
I have too. Yeah.
I am.
Kendrick,
I'm
I'd
burnt
probably.
out.
I wouldn't give it. Yeah, I wouldn't give it till like next year, bro. Low key. We could do
Coldplay. No.
Frank Ocean.
No.
Steve Lacy. No, if save Steve Lacy for when I actually do my whole deep dive thing.
We gotta just save it until he releases the album. He said he's gonna release it.
True. All right, I think we're done. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
An hour and a half later, and the weekend's cooked.
What do you mean?
I don't know. We done. Let's add it. Oh, we going bowling now. Let's go.